If you're studying for the Property and Casualty State Exam, this one's for you. This question is the perfect example of why you cannot rush through the exam and only read half of the question. Brandon abandoned his home after a fire because he didn't think it could be properly repaired. What clause in his property policy gives Brandon's creditor the right to provide proof of loss so they can be compensated for damages since he did not provide such proof? So very easy to read this question and initially think that the answer is D. I'll keep it 100 with you. That is exactly what I did at first, but it is the exact thing that you cannot do on the exam. If you've taken any of my classes, hear me say in all of our videos, you have to get to the core of what the question is asking, and you have to block out all of the extra fluff, right? So that whole first part of the question is fluff. Brandon abandoning his home after the fire. All of that is to distract you and have you thinking about the abandonment clause, right? But that is not the correct answer. The question is, what clause in the policy gives Brandon's creditor the right to provide that proof of loss? That is the question. The answer to that is A, the mortgagee clause, which gives the mortgage company 3 rights. The right to provide proof of loss if the insured fails to do so. They also have a right to be provided 10 days notice if the policy is canceled, and they have a right for claim settlements to be paid directly to them. But it's very, very easy to be distracted, to read half of that immediately when you see Brandon abandon his home. Do not rush. Do not read half of the question and think that you know what they're going to ask you at the end. They're always going to put that answer in the abandonment clause because they know there's people like me write it quick and say, oh, it's the abandonment clause, right? So you have to read the full question. You have to get to the core of what they're asking. So I hope that helps. As always, we have our full programs out on our website, practice exams, study guide, on-demand program, anything you're looking for.